All right, guys, welcome. It is race day here at Crandon Short. My name is Dave Ward. Joining me in the booth once again, Brody Center. What do you think for tonight, bud?
Oh man, if tonight is anything like last week, we're gonna put on a hell of a show, Dave.
Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be great for sure. Anytime we go to Crandon here with the Land Rush start is the only track on the service that has the Land Rush, and boy, is it a lot of fun to start and watch. We have them ripping out on the track right now. As you can see, it's about 50-50, maybe actually a few more Pro 2s than Pro 4s. The Pro 4s are in the yellow with the black numbers, and the Pro 2s will be blue with the black numbers. So, as you can see, they're out on track right now. Skiles setting down the fast lap of a 44.23. This is going to be a blast. You know, we had Matoxin and Braden Ward battling for the lead last week. Great racing there. I think overall, as I was doing the drivers meeting, Brody, I was talking to him, and it seems like the drivers are actually appreciating the level of race and everything that's happening. So, what do you think so far?
I could agree with that. I would say the rival between Braden Ward and the other driver, Metoxin, it's getting better, and I think they're gonna put on a good show. I think they're earning respect for each other slowly but surely. They're gonna put on some fender racing tonight for sure.
Absolutely, 100%. I was noticing that we had quite a few drivers joining the league this week. The majority of them were Pro 2s. So a lot of new faces here. And I think it's going to be a good night for racing, and especially in the Pro 2 class. They're going to get a slight head start. We're going to go with the 10-second head start. We did 40 when we were doing Crandon Long, and the Pro 4s could not touch the Pro 2s. So we're going to start with the 10-second head start in the heat races. And if we have to adjust that down a little bit to get the Pro 4s mixing it up with the Pro 2s in the main event, we're going to do it. Checking out some of the trucks on track right now. There's Wellhouse. He's out there trying to look for some speed. He's set a 45.85. Josh Edmondson last week in the interview said that he thought that Anthony James, who's right here, is his pick for the win. And right now, it looks like he's one of the faster Pro 2s. Did you fall asleep, Brody?
Looking at Brandon Stover over here in that Guboa Motorsports top box truck. What a great looking truck, Dave. Great sponsor. Looking,
Indeed it
look,
is.
Looking for him to put on a show tonight as well. Holding off Braden Ward right now, currently putting on a good show just here in practice laps.
Yeah, they're sitting about 8th and 10th on the grid, respectively, at the moment. It looks like a little bit of a slow burn here for some of the faster guys. Matoxin, your winner last week, he is now rolling out of the pits right there in the green, white, and black, number 19, and he is sitting 4th on the field. So it'll be interesting to see. We might have some new people out in victory lane with Edmondson out tonight for the Pro 2s. That'll definitely mean a new winner for Pro 2. So we might see some fresh meat up on the podium, huh?
Yeah, I've been taking a quick little look here. This Brock Smith here got a good line going, setting pretty good times. Tell me a little more about Brock Smith here.
Brock's a fairly new driver with the league. I've seen him out in the community quite a bit, right there running the Smith Optics number 46. And he's definitely going to be one to contend with. Skiles, also another driver that kind of has some bad luck. He was saying in the drivers meeting that he wished he had wheels on top of the truck as well for as many times as he rolls. He might be able to keep up with everybody. So, these guys are throwing down some hot laps right now. We'll have to see if they can carry out that speed all the way through the night.
Is Cody actually joining us in the race tonight, Dave, or is he just out there throwing down some practice laps, helping each other out?
It sounds like he was going to attempt to try and run. So he might run a heat race or something. Right there you can see him working on the inside of Brock Smith. And he has that mirror chrome and teal machine right there. Top box all over it. Definitely repping. Let's see, who else do we have out here?
We got Drake Matag coming out on the track right now.
There we go. There's Drake Matag right there. Oh, gets into Brock Smith in the Pro 2. And he's going to have to go for a quick reset. Let's see. We have Drew Salgado. He is still sitting in the pits. Looks like he might be running out here. Right there in the split black and white, there's Drew Salgado. I think this is anyone's race tonight, honestly. With the land rush started, definitely equalizes the playing field. Not having to start in the third or fourth row, or further back than that. I think it's going to be interesting to see, as we work our way through the heat races. We're taking the top 3. And I believe there will be about 3 heat races. I'm guessing, question mark. We'll have to wait and see how iRacing settles the score here. What do you think out there in YouTube land? Anybody got their eyes watching the show? Check in out on the chat. We love to see it. We always update right away as we see things happening. Working our way through practice right now. As you can see, about 7 minutes, 10 seconds left here in practice.
Gonna try to spread the stream here. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, share it with your friends, family. Go ahead and let us know where you're watching from.
A little flow racing, tweet your seed action, huh?
Gotta love it.
I'll tell you what, though, it's always fun to see where people are checking this out from. All right, so we're coming up on about 6 minutes and 30 seconds. What do you think are going to be the keys to the race tonight?
Honestly, I don't know. It's going to be a whirlwind. I'm a huge fan of Crandon, and this is probably one of my favorite tracks from the dirt oval world, really. But in all honesty, ever since doing the Pro 2s and Pro 4s with you, Dave, this has become my liking. And throwing down laps with you guys here at Crandon Short or Crandon Long is probably one of my favorite things with the Land Rush.
Well, yeah, and I don't think this track is as well liked as the full Crandon track, but I think we'll be seeing sub 1 minute laps all night long. Everybody's running about 44 to 45 seconds. Even the Pro 2s, the slowest truck on the track, which I think is Eddie Farnes at the moment, is running a 46.03. So this is going to be very competitive. As you can see, if the lap times are that close, I think we're going to see some serious passing. I think that's going to be one of the keys to the race, is passing and patience. If anybody can check in out there on YouTube, let me know how loud that music is. Is that all right? We appreciate your help, guys. We are trying to get as much testing, and we want to make the broadcast look and sound as good as we can. and we appreciate everybody offering suggestions. So anything that we can do to make it look better, sound better, let us know. Right there you can see Clay Erickson running a new paint scheme. He was running the Krispy Kreme last week, and this week he is in a King Shocks, it looks like. So he is always throwing something fresh at the truck. Let's see if that has as good luck as he had last week. No Pants Racing, thank you for checking in out there. Seems just about right. No Pants Racing, that's an interesting name.
Definitely something to consider here, Dave. Like you said, Clay's been having luck. It actually does play a big factor here, just like a big race like the Super Nationals or something of the sort. And Pro 2s or Pro 4s, luck definitely plays a factor here. Starting position could be a make or break on your night tonight.
Yeah, you know, the land rush start is critical as you all run into Potawatomi corner, the first corner right after that land rush start. And it goes from very, very wide and everybody running through the grass to very narrow as they make that first right-hander. So it'll be interesting to see.
What's your position that you would like to start in, or where would you like to be at in line on the land rush, Dave?
You know, I don't mind being right about in the middle, but it seems like the far left is where you're going to want to be because you hit the track first. I think that kind of helps getting onto the dirt surface over the grass.
So key form here for the land rush start is probably trying to get over to the track surface and get to that grip and the traction so you can take off.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, I think you can agree that running through an infield is definitely not ideal when you could be on a prepared track surface.
Absolutely.
All right, so we made a little adjustment there. I was saying my mic might be a little bit quiet. Timothy Miesimer on track right there. What do you think you should be looking for next season here with Top Box?
You know, I don't know, but I know it's going to be something crazy, and it's something you're not going to want to miss. There's a lot of talk in the books about changing up some classes here, Dave, and I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think that the mixed class racing is actually a lot of fun, and it seems like the drivers are appreciating it. So I'm excited to see what we come up with for next season. Steve Harwood with a new paint scheme out there, running that number 83 machine Shamrock Heights Golf Course tonight. I don't remember what he had last week, but it wasn't his Tony the Tiger scheme. He had something else. I don't remember what it was. But we are rounding down in practice. Under a minute to go here. Randy Stover checking in out on YouTube. He is here for Brandon. It is going to be interesting to see how Brandon Stover, he is right there on that cusp of being stupid, ridiculously fast, and he gets better and better with each and every lap. Love to see it. Him and Brady have definitely been moving and shaking their way around the track. So it'll be interesting to see where they end up here with qualifying. Now for qualifying, the Pro 4s will not be qualifying. The Pro 2s will be the only trucks out on track qualifying to make sure that they get put up front of the Pro 4s. What do you think about that, Brody?
You know, I think it's going to play a very good key role here tonight, Dave. I think it's a great call. It's going to give these Pro 2 guys a really good shot at taking a overall podium tonight. I'm excited to see that, and it hasn't been far off from the grid here, Dave. We've had plenty of times and opportunities where a Pro 2 is taking over the Pro 4s. So I'm excited to see what tonight has to offer.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a mixed class. I don't think you're going to see all the Pro 4s up front or all the Pro 2s. We haven't seen that yet at any track that we've run. And I think tonight is no different, especially with this land rush start. Anything can happen. Some of these Pro 2s might not get off the line very well as we go green flag, in a heat race or the main event, which is going to allow those Pro 4s to get right up on them super quick. I think it's definitely going to make for some exciting racing. We're going a little bit longer in the main event tonight. I believe it's 20 laps. So we'll have that competition caution on lap number 10, get everybody re-racked and restacked, ready to rock and roll, and do it all over again. So it's going to be good.
Let's go ahead and tag along with Cody Winecki as he gets on the loud pedal here for qualifying.
Man, that truck is bright. I had a driver tell me yesterday that the truck was brighter than their future.
Yeah, it looks great. And not only does the truck graphics look great, Dave, the stature of the truck and just how well Cody gets around this track is definitely something to be fearing when you're a competitor tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be one to watch if he's running in the main event. It'll be interesting to see. Got quite a few. He drops in at slot number 5. Anthony James right there. He is holding down that top spot as they got their first laps in. 45.25. Right around, mid 45s is what they're looking at for qualifying so far.
Looks pretty close with Greg Johnson at a 45.35. Timothy at a 45.56. And Nowak at 45.57. This is going to be a close one tonight, Dave.
It really is. And the closer these times are, they're just going to be working each other. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few fenders missing from a few of these trucks by the time we hit the checker flag here in the main event. Nick Nowak still sitting in 4th. He is trying to go better here. Can he get across the line a little quicker? Still going to be sitting in 4th place. So Timothy Niesemer sitting in 3rd. Sean Winkler out on track right now. Winkler holding down a top 5 spot. Looks like we had one Pro 4 go out and qualify with a 46.6. Somebody missed the driver's meeting. Wah, wah, wah. What are we going to do, Brody?
I don't know. Should we make him tag? Should we make it interesting?
We're not going to do anything because he is far enough down that the other Pro 2s will be able to qualify and get done. So we should be finishing up right now, right? It looks like Cody Winecki still out there. Winecki, I don't know why I pronounced his name wrong. Oh, he's just sitting on the track. Awesome, boss. Just sitting there chilling. We are waiting to finish up here. Hopefully they advance the session soon, and we can get into some heat race action. We would like to thank Gilboa Motorsports for coming on board and sponsoring the broadcast. Make sure you check it out. This broadcast is powered by Gilboa Motorsports, and they are out of Lake Havasu, Arizona. Not too far from you, bud.
Yeah, not too far at all. I'm going to have to make the drive out there sometime to watch him race his truck and, get to know him more on a personal level.
For sure, yeah. Gilboa is a service shop for mostly side-by-sides. They were supposed to get me something to read off, but they didn't. So what we're going to do is we'll have something for you to update next week. But, yeah, we're super excited to have them on board. And They help keep the lights on, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
So we will be going into heat race action. And let's see here. For some reason, it is only showing the time still and not the laps. So we'll have to put that down on the notepad to get that fixed for next week. But right now, lining up for the first heat race, it's going to be Anthony James, Nick Nowak, Drake Mittag, Eddie Farnes, Nathan Matoxen, Brock Smith, Braden Ward, and Gordon Labine. So you're going to have 4 Pro 2s, 4 Pro 4s out here. Pro 2s should be getting a head start. I do believe that they are going to be cutting off any second here. Why can I not see them? There they go. Racing across the grass here, heading into Potawatomi Corner. Anthony James going to hold down the top spot for the current moment. There you see as he goes into that hard left-hander. He said he has the worst luck out here. I think you could probably appreciate that, couldn't you, Brody?
Oh yeah, I could, because I'm known for being on my roof more than my wheels here.
Absolutely. Well, you know, sometimes there's tracks that certain drivers are better at than others. Nick Nowak running right there in that second position, trying to chase down James. Then it's Mittag right behind him as they get ready to cross the start-finish line for the first time here in heat race action. Going around that hard left-hander, big sweeper, and over the double. Mittag still trying to chase down Nowak. Here come the Pro 4s. They are getting ready, and they are on the track right now. They are trying to reel in the Pro 4s. There's a 6-second gap right now, so we'll have to see how that equates at the end of the race. Brock Smith leading the way with Braden Ward in tow. Then it's Nathan Matoxen. So your top 2 from last week here in heat race number 1. Ward out front of Matoxen right now, but Brock Smith driving this train.
You know, I really like watching the Pro 4s try to catch up with the Pro 2s. It just looks like they're prey. You know, they're just preying on their the weak here.
Well, I wouldn't say they're weak, but they definitely have some making up to do here, as they should be catching up here on the Pro 2s any moment. You can see right there, there's Eddie Farnes running for his life, the Fox and the Hound. Brock Smith trying to reel him in. There's the gap right there. It equates to about 2.8 seconds at the moment. So don't think for a second that the admins are not watching the stopwatch to see if they need to adjust for the main event.
Looks like Braden Ward went on his lid, and he's going to be done for the heat race tonight.
Oh, he is back in pit road.
Got into the corner a little too hot and hit that inner boom and put it on the roof, Dave.
You know, that'll do it sometimes. Right there, Brock Smith trying to still reel in Eddie Farnes. Can he get to him by the end of the race? Anthony James still out front. James with about a 2-second gap right now. Wow. That is pretty impressive. I guess Josh Edmondson knew what he was saying when he said James was going to be the favorite here to take his place tonight here on the podium. Nick Nowak and Drake Mittag battling right there for that second position. Oh, look at that, the Pro 4. Brock Smith just entered the Pro 2 class. He just picked off the first of all of the Pro 2s right there. Can Matoxen make it around him as well? Matoxen going to be working on him. He is hot on his heels. What do you see, Brody?
Well, I'm sitting here watching Brock Smith as well work his way up there, going into this hairpin turn right here. I think it's going to be a close one, Dave. Considering the laps we got left, I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to make it up there.
It'll definitely be interesting. He is clicking off 45-second laps where 45.06, and the fastest lap that Anthony James ran was last lap, and that was a 45.90. So actually Brock Smith ran a 44.92 the last time that he crossed the line. So he is almost a second faster than these Pro 2s at the moment. Matag looks like he might have Matagged the wall there. Sorry. He is still running in that third position. Nowak holding down second, and James way out front.
James looking really comfortable out there with that long lead there, Dave.
He sure is. He is out about 2.3 seconds right now over Nick Nowak. Then it is still Drake Matag and Brock Smith now reeling in Matag. He is about 2.38 seconds. So we still have some time on the track, but these laps are winding down here in heat race number 1. Smith just disappeared. Looks like he might have had a connection issue. He is back on track. Matoxin trying to reel in Smith. He is back about 3.9 seconds, which is surprising. Your winner of last week's race sitting here about 3.9 seconds back from Brock Smith. It is getting even bigger. Now it is up to about 4.43 down to 4.26. So he is trying to reel him in, but he is not getting there. Smith on rails in this one. Now Smith passing Drake Matag. He's going to take over third overall, first in class. Smith trying to prove something here in the Pro 4.
I think he's proven it, Dave.
Yeah, he's definitely proven it. So tough break for Matoxin, sitting back second in class, about fifth overall. And Braden Ward, who came in second last week, sitting there thinking about some poor life choices in this race over in pit road. Can't count him out though. I know he's got something. He's going to be bringing the heat here in the LCQ for sure.
What differences are going to be made to the track from these heats and the main event, Dave? Is this something that's playing a factor with, previous winners in the track conditions currently as to what they'll be in the main event?
Well, I mean, as you know, like the earlier on in the night, the track is much heavier, right? So this heat race number 1 is breaking in the track for heat race number 2. If there is a third, which I believe there should be a third heat race, that one will be run a little bit slicker. So as the night goes on and it starts to blue groove up, the laps should be coming down a little bit. That is going to do it right there. So James with the win. Brock Smith beating out Nick Nowak for that second position and the class overall win. Matoxin giving him a little love tap, letting him know he's there. And then once we go into the main event, sorry Brody, once we go into the main event, it will do somewhat of a reset back to an earlier time. So about back to 5 or 10%. And we'll run the 20 lap feature from there.
That 20 laps going to go real quick, Dave. So if you're going to make any moves and capitalize on anything, you got to do it right away.
Absolutely. You have the two 10 lap stints, and it's going to be pretty crazy. So here we go. Taking a look back here with the Pro 2s, that's Greg Johnson. He's going to beat them all down into Potawatomi Corner here.
What a great start by Greg Johnson.
Yeah, one hell of a start. Team Watson Racing Design right there. Sean Winkler trying to chase him down. Top 2 drivers right there in the Pro 2s, but you cannot count out Nicholas Wellhouse. Wellhouse super fast here in the number 18. Keep an eye on that Pro 2, as we'll be seeing a lot of that one tonight, I think.
Looking back in the field, Dave, I'm looking at a good name here, Corey Skiles. Corey Skiles was putting on a hell of a race last week. Had some technical difficulties, ran into a couple incidents. Made his night not so well for him. I'm pulling it for him tonight, the second heat.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to be one to watch. Brandon Stover in this one as well. Stover right there in the Guboa Motorsports sponsored truck. He is leading out the Pro 4s right now. Skiles working his way up to the third in class, and he is sitting 6th overall.
Drew Salgado is not going to make it very easy for Skiles, Dave.
No, he is running a very wide truck right now in the number 109 right there, black and white split paint job. You see Skiles riding right on his tail right there, and then Nathaniel Davis right behind him in the number 7 Red Bull machine. So these Pro 4s definitely mixing it up here tonight. We'll have to wait and see if Stover can catch up to the Pro 2s. There is the last place Pro 2. That's Wellhouse. He will be working on second place here. Sean Winkler here momentarily.
Looking at Brandon Stover in the number 4 position, Dave. He's going to have to go ahead and make a move, but keep it smooth and consistent. If he stays calm and keeps hitting his lines, he's going to catch up there before you know it. Oh,
100%. He is on rails right now as he is trying to separate himself from Salgado. Salgado and Skiles, that is a feat to get away, but I think what's helping Stover right now is the side-by-side battle between Salgado and Skiles, having to take alternate lines here to get through the corner and try and make the passes on each other.
Absolutely. That's going to slow them down and let him drive away. Greg Johnson really comfortable out there, like I've said before. Off to an early start. Great start. Looks very comfortable up there, hitting his lines, hitting his marks, keeping his distance.
Yeah, you know, when you watch some of these Pro 2s that have so much time in these trucks, it's surprising that they're not four-wheel drive. When you look at how they drive them, and you would think that all 4 tires were pulling because they just keep them locked on. You know, they're locked into the track, into the groove. They're riding right up on that cushion, using it to get around the corners, and it's pretty amazing to see. You know, these trucks have just about the same horsepower as a Pro 4. So same horsepower, but half the wheels pulling. And it's pretty crazy to see him go. But Johnson out front still. Winkler trying to reel him in here. The split right now is about 1.45 seconds. Battle for first in the class right now. Wellhouse still looking for a little bit of speed, which is surprising because he is sitting back just a bit, and he's going to be in danger of being passed for that 3rd position overall, as now Brandon Stover is pulling these Pro 4s right along with him here in the number 719 from Guboa Motorsports.
Listening to the onboard camera of Brandon Stover here, Dave, he's now giving her the onion. He's going to make these boys cry.
As you can see right here, riding right along the hood cam, he is trying to reel in Nicholas Wellhouse. Can he get to him? I think he's going to be there real soon. Jada Isom checking in out on YouTube. Let's go Brady. Tough break for him so far tonight, but we'll be looking for him in the LCQ. What was that, Brody?
I forgot what I was saying.
5 laps down? Is that what you said?
Oh, yeah. Yep, 5 laps down, Dave. Getting really interesting right here between Stover and Wellhouse. Wellhouse is a very good competitor here. He's going to try to get that inside move, get in the back of Stover, or Stover's going to get in the back of Wellhouse here and get around him.
He's going to take the wide line now, the long way around. But he is going to complete the pass, it looks like, and now Salgado and Skiles will have to work on Wellhouse themselves. I don't know if Stover has enough. He is 6 seconds back from Pro 2, so hopefully they're going to adjust the time for the main event. And I think 5 seconds would be pretty interesting to see in the main event. What do you think, Brody? Well, you know, Dave, I think that you're absolutely 100% right, and you're definitely the better broadcaster out of both of us, and I'm just kidding.
I appreciate you doing that, Dave. I had some technical difficulties there with my mic.
Greg Johnson still out front there in the 150 from Team Watson Racing. Sean Winkler from Racecraft trying to reel him in. He cannot get to him right now. This might be, if this is what we're going to be looking forward to here in the main event, it might be Johnson a Johnson James show, which would definitely be interesting. Guess what? I think we still have a whole nother heat race because I have not seen Clay Erickson hit the track yet. He was sitting in third last week.
I was just about to talk about that, Dave. I may be biased here with Clay being my buddy and all, but I'm excited to see him back out on the track. I've been pulling for him a lot lately. It's been really impressing me the way he drives these trucks. Coming from the dirt circle track world, he's very competitive in the sport mod class here at Central Arizona Raceway, and yeah, it's fun watching him progress.
Checkered flag coming out here for your Pro 2 winner, Greg Johnson. Great shot of that truck going around that corner right there. Sean Winkler going to be right behind him. Then it's going to be Brandon Stover. Corey Skiles going to come home in that fourth position. Nicholas Wellhouse fifth. Drew Salgado sixth. Roy Rivas seventh. Something happening with Nathaniel Davis. So that is going to bring us into heat race number 3. Oh, heavy hitters in this one.
And Clay's got Bowers, Harwood. Oh yeah, this is going to be a great heat race right here.
Good heat race here, yeah.
The best for last.
Yeah, and with the top 3 spots there with Pro 2s, this was definitely going to be one to watch.
Ready, green, green, green.
There we go. Timothy Meesemer going to lead him down through Potawatomi Corner. Cody Wienicke right there behind him. He is going full send. Let's see if he can catch up to him. Joseph Brooks not that far behind here in the third position.
Man, these Pro 4s in the back right here, Dave, are throwing down.
It's definitely, wow, we go back to him right there. Jeff Ives was almost off track. They are battling. Harwood getting into Erickson just a little bit after he bounced off of Ives. It looks like a pinball machine back there. Damian Bowers leading the way here in the Pro 4s. Now these Pro 4s are catching the Pro 2s. It seems to be quicker, so I'm wondering if they drop down the seconds and went to about 5 seconds. Because these guys are almost up to Cody Wienicke right now.
If they made that call, Dave, I'm happy with it because this is putting on a hell of a show early on in the third heat race.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot better racing, I think. Not that I don't like seeing the classes race each other, but this is supposed to be a mixed league, and now they are mixing it up right now. Damian Bowers is going to be looking for the move on Cody Wienicke. Glad to see the Chief out there racing, able to get behind the wheel tonight. He had a new truck painted just for tonight. They're in the all chrome. Man, that thing is bright.
Man, look at the battle they are putting on. Cody Wienicke, Damian Bowers, fighting for that third position.
You know, even on the live timing, it keeps jumping back and forth.
That's what I was just about to say.
And I tell you what, there's still, I don't think that position is decided yet. Cody Wienicke out there in the Pro 2. Now Clay Erickson going to throw his name in the ring. He is trying to make a move too, so it'll be who makes a mistake first is what I think it's going to boil down to. Wienicke pushing hard into the corner. Erickson giving him a little bump and grind. There ain't nothing wrong
with a little bump and grind.
Damian Bowers still holding down that top spot here in the Pro 4, third overall. Cody.
Hey, who says them throwing elbows and slide jobs and everything out here, they can have fun? We can't have fun in the booth.
I know, right? Steve Harwood sitting in that 7th position. He is trying to make his way up there in the Shamrock Heights Golf Course entry. Jeff Ives working in that 5th position there in the fluorescent yellow. We're not going to lose him in a crowd, are we?
No, not at all. They're bunching them up back here, Dave. Come back here with Damian Bowers They're all crunching them up, battling for that position, putting on a show for the fans.
Absolutely. It is nuts right now. Riding along with Damian Bowers as he takes over Joseph Brooks. We're going to flash back on his bumper cam there. Looking out of the back of Bowers' machine, you can see Clay Erickson battling with Joseph Brooks. Brooks got into the league about a half hour before it started. So he is holding his own here in heat race number 3. Bowers giving him the old what for, full send into the corner. And he is doing a great job here in heat race number 3.
You know, not to pick and choose my favorites here, Dave, but heat number 3, this group of guys right here is who I'm going to be looking for at tonight's main event. They're going to make it really interesting. They're going to be filling out the field here and passing left and right, inside, outside, above, underneath, anything they can do to get that next position.
For sure. You know, I think what is surprising me so far is the fact that the top 3 podium spots have kind of struggled a bit here in the heat races tonight. And it'll be interesting to see as they work their way through, you know, and the night progresses, how they turn out. You had Matoxin, who finished about 5th in his heat race. Braden Ward going back to the pit area early. Then now you have Clay Erickson. He's sitting in 3rd overall, 2nd in class, but definitely not the same kinds of speeds that we were seeing out of those drivers tonight. Could be track selection too, you know, going from Bark River to Crandon. Different dirt.
Definitely going to have to say different dirt, different track configuration is going to play a factor here with these guys. Learning these trucks, learning these tracks, learning the track conditions. We like to make it interesting, Dave. We like to throw wrenches in the plans here. They might think they have the ideal setup. We change it up on them, and they got to fight for that position even harder.
Well, it's definitely going to be different for the main event than what it is right now, I guarantee. We still have an LCQ after this one, and we have a warm-up. Not sure how much of a warm-up we're going to get, but it'll definitely be interesting to see. This one's starting to wind down here. Miesimer, we haven't shown very much of him right there. He is killing it out there out front. Premier Racing Setups in the number 101 machine. And man, is that thing on rails out front of Damian Bowers by 4.48 seconds. He is the only Pro 2 up in front of the field right now. Then we flash back. There it is for the Pro 4s. Damian Bowers leading the way in the heartbeat of America. Clay Erickson just caught the wall just a little bit. Jeff Ives not close enough to make a move on that. It's interesting to see a lot of these dirt track guys coming over and running the Pro 4s, the Pro 2s, you know, that are used to dirt oval or may even do it in real life. And then to be able to hit the jumps, it's a completely different kind of racing. You understand the fundamentals, though, don't you, Brody?
I do now, after racing with you and a couple of the guys in here. I was, you know, going over the jump straight. I was, you know, pinning the throttle, redlining the trucks, blowing up motors, you know, hurting the motor while you guys would drive away. And then you're telling me when I huck this thing off the jump, I got to already be in the corner. So whatever corner we're going into, I got to have the truck set before I even go over the lip. If I don't do that, I'm going to lose a lot of speed and not have the truck ready for a set coming up the corner.
Yeah, for sure. We are jumping right into it right now. Trying to find... I always picked the wrong one. Sorry, guys. Here we go. We are getting lined up for the LCQ. Ooh, we have some Pro 2s on the back line in front of the Pro 4s. Cody Weineke having to go right in between two trucks off the start. He made it, though. There are all the Pro 2s taking off right there. Drake Batag going to lead the way. Then it's Nicholas Wellhouse. Wellhouse in third. Farnes and Winicky battling right now. And the Pro 4s are out.
Oh, they're beating and banging back here, Dave. They're putting on a show. They're fighting for that position. They want to do everything they can tonight to help them in tonight's main event.
Yahtzee. Jeff Ives going to lead the way for the Pro 4 class at the moment. They're in the fluorescent yellow and black North Coast Apparel machine. Battle for second. I knew it. There was going to be some fenders missing. Harwood already missing his right front fender as he is battling right there with the number 56 machine. That is Gordon Labine out of Canada. Super glad that he's joining us, eh?
Absolutely. Looks like it's going to be another rough night for Brayton Ward. Didn't get to finish his heat race. Not going to be able to finish this LCQ either.
Ooh, that might be a problem. I know he was feeling a lot of pressure, and you know, sometimes that's something that gets hard to deal with for drivers. He is leading the point series currently in overall and in class, so you know, sometimes those things can can get to you a little bit. Hopefully he'll be able to mount a comeback next week. There is one drop week if he's not able to make the main event. I don't know.
Oh, I think we got some a little bit of dirty driving here, Dave.
Woo! Do you see that with the Pro 2s right there?
Yep, I'm just stirring the pot, Dave.
Well, the Chief is out there running right now, so he is trying to get qualified in. He is running in that second position. Cody Winicky. Actually, my scoring is a little bit messed up, I think. Drake Matag still out front. Right there. Leading the way. Joseph Brooks holding down second. Then it's Wellhouse. Then it's Winicky. And then your first Pro 4. And he has made it into the Pro 2s here. Ives passed Eddie Farnes. And now he's going to be working on Winicky here. Coming up soon. I believe that's a checkered flag coming out. Is that correct? Checkered flag came out, yeah. So, here we go. Warm-up is hitting the track right now. All right, guys, we're going to pause for the cause. We will be right back with you here momentarily. Make sure you check out some of the warm-up racing here as we break the track in and get it ready to go for the main event.
Clouds begin to cross my
And we are back, getting ready to get the track broke in and ready for the main event. Who's your favorite, Brody?
I don't know, Dave. Am I allowed to say?
You can pick whatever driver you want.
Well, let's see how they did. There's so many good drivers here, Dave. It's so hard to choose.
It is really tough. I was looking here as well, and yeah.
I like Skiles. I like Willhouse. Bowers. Brock Smith. Brock Smith really impressed me tonight. I'm going to go with Brock Smith. And let's go with Willhouse.
So you're saying Wellhouse for the Pro 2s and Brock Smith for Pro 4. What do you guys think out there in the chat? Check in. Let us know who your pick for Pro 4 or Pro 2 is to win in class. Checking out Nick Nowak right there, running alongside Anthony James. James is Edmondson's pick for the win tonight, so we'll have to keep an eye on him and see how he's doing. I think he's definitely got a shot. There's so many great drivers out here, and they are all leaving it out on the track tonight. These guys definitely getting down. Corey Skiles fastest on the track right now with a 43.94. Last time by was a 45.18. Premier Racing setups right there on that machine. He is representing them well tonight. Harwood back to the pits. He is sitting in second with a 44.41. There's about 35 seconds left here in warm-up. Can't count out Brandon Stover running the Cuboa Motorsports powered machine. I think he said that if he gets on the podium, his boss was supposed to give him a bonus for putting the company truck up in victory lane. I'd say that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
I'd be practicing on here all the time. So he is sitting fourth fastest. Then it's Clay Erickson in fifth. Damian Bowers, your heat race winner, in the sixth position. Greg Johnson out here. He's still in pit road. Winkler out there. He's getting some laps down for Racecraft. Oh, you know what time it is. Let's do the damn thing. We are getting ready for the main event. And it's going to be Anthony James, Greg Johnson, Timothy Meesemer, Brock Smith, Sean Winkler, Damian Bowers, Nick Nowak, Brandon Stover, Clay Erickson, Drake Matag, Joseph Brooks, Nicholas Wellhouse, Cody Wienicke, Jeff Ives, Eddie Farnes, Steve Harwood, Gordon Labine, Drew Salgado, Corey Skiles, and Nathan Matoxin. Watch for the Pro 2s to take off here early. Looks like we have some Pro 2s in the back. Not sure why James didn't go there. Looked like he might have been sleeping. Oh, there he is on the inside. But he is way back. It's going to shake him out here.
Pro 4s.
Pro 4s are gone? Wow. This is going to be interesting. They're definitely going to catch up to each other here in this one, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. They're already firing off on the loud pedal, Dave. Going into this turn right here. Very crucial. They get into each other. Oh, someone's around.
That was... Who was that? That was Brandon Stover. Got the little what for from Brock Smith. So Clay Erickson leading out right now for the Pro 4s, first in class at the moment. But Brock Smith right on his bumper. And as you can see on the broadcast, we have carnage coming into the corner. We'll have to see how these guys dispatch this truck. Woo! Jeff Ives almost takes him out. He was steering clear, so that was good.
Yeah, you got to be quick on your feet when something like that happens. The truck gets in front of you, Dave. You got to go ahead and put it in reverse. You know, just go ahead and get around it as fast as you can, and you know, keep your head on a swivel for sure. You never know what you could be going.
Oh no! Clay Erickson catches the inside retainer there, does a flip. He might be back to pit road as well. Holy cow! That's going to leave the door wide open for Brock Smith here in the Pro 4s. He is working on Cody Wieneke right now. Wieneke in the 903 right there, the Pro 2. He might be the first one to go down. Brock Smith working his way up into the 6th position. He is still battling right there. Wieneke not giving up on the inside. Cody runs those UTVs, side-by-sides. In real life, that is definitely helping him out here on some of these racetracks.
Clay Erickson back out on the track, Dave. Let's see if he can go ahead and capitalize on his mistake and get back up there and get his laps back.
Well, the good thing is the competition caution. So, you know, as long as he doesn't go a lap down, he should be okay. I'm still showing him on the lead lap, I believe. So that is a good thing. If he can just ride it out, he'll still have the second half to try and make something happen. But let's check back in up here with your leader. Right there, Nick Nowak out front, right there in the number 145, being chased down by Timothy Meesemer in the 101. Then it goes Drake Matag. Oh, wait, Anthony James is the leader. I apologize, my scoring was off. Anthony James right there in the 217.
Just running away with it, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, my scoring hadn't updated for some reason, but he is definitely out front by about 3.5 seconds. And that was who Josh Edmondson said was going to win the race tonight. So Josh might be good at picking him here. Nowak trying to not let that happen. Nowak getting some pressure, though, from Meesemer. And then it's Drake Matag. And then Sean Winkler right there. But you have Clay Erickson in the mix. Does it show Clay Erickson a lap down on your screen? He's not showing a lap down in my timing software.
He is a lap down, Dave.
Dang it. Well, I do believe you get one lap back when the competition caution flies, if I'm not mistaken. I know we usually do that at most tracks, so not sure if that'll happen here tonight. We'll have to keep an eye out. Erickson not trying to fall back any further than what he was. James way out front. Leading in class, there's Brock Smith, and he is smacking the hornet's nest of Pro 2s right there with a big old baseball bat. Hopefully he doesn't get stung. We'll have to see, as he is working on the inside there in the orange and red. Woo! One of the Pro 2s gave him a little what for right there. A little shot in the ass by Nicholas Wellhouse. I guess that was the clue to get out of the way, huh?
Absolutely, he's telling him to either, you know, I can't say it, but
crap or get off the pot, right?
yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I was going. Gonna make it interesting here. That's what I love about these trucks. Like I've said formally and past broadcasts, bumper to bumper, fender to fender.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Do you see this battle between Drake Matag, Brock Smith, and Sean Winkler? Two Pro 2s. And then Smith trying to work his way up through. Winkler and Matag, there was no love gained in that one, as they were just exchanging fenders back and forth. And then Smith kind of snuck right around it.
Just listening to the engines and how far they're running these things into the corner, Dave, they're leaving it all out on the track in this first half of the race. These guys are not giving up one bit. Not
one bit. They are leaving it all out on the track. And Anthony James, I think he is already in a different zip code right now. He's 3.82 seconds out. He said he has the worst luck, but I said maybe he got rid of all the bad luck, and that might be the case as it stands right now. He is putting on a clinic. here in the AMX truck. That is for his league, AMX iRacing. And he is representing that very well. We're super glad that he comes out to join us each and every week. Nick Nowak right there trying to chase him down. But look at this. Brock Smith now working on the second place for Pro 2s. Smith trying to make something happen as Miesimer right behind him battles with Clay Erickson and Drake Matag. Erickson trying to hold on to his position, trying not to fall back any further. This is going to be a good one. Unfortunately, I can't see how many laps we are in right now. I will definitely have that fixed for the broadcast next week, guys. I apologize.
We're on lap 8, Dave.
Trying to make this as best as we can, as good as we can, and I think we have a pretty good product. We just have a few little kinks we got to work out. So, you know, Brandon Stover with an early incident early on, he is running in that 14th position. I bet he can't wait, just like Clay Erickson, for that competition caution to come out and for him to get back up his lap back. Oh! Big shot right there. Gordon Labine went for a wild ride. He is rubber side up right now, not where you want to be. Got a shot right there. So tough break for him. Brandon Stover getting into him as they were going around the corner. So this should be the competition caution here. We are going to get them all re-racked, restacked, and ready to rock and roll here for the second half of this race.
Like we were talking earlier, Dave, go ahead and look at the lineup 1 through 20. Blue, blue, yellow, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow. Like you said, it's a mixture.
That is exactly what we like to see. You know what I mean? To see some of these guys really coming through the field and working their way up. So I'm not sure if they're getting their laps back or not. It doesn't appear that they are. Question mark? Exclamation point? I thought we normally did that, but maybe not. Oh yeah, Clay Erickson got his lap back. Brandon Stover might not be shown a lap down. Is that the thing?
I believe so. That's what it's looking like to me.
Yeah, because here comes
Maybe the
Greg
yellow was
Johnson. Oh, full onion. Catching up to the field a bit too quickly there. He was going around to get his lap back and just ate it. I think we're going to let him get a new truck. Hopefully he comes back out on track and doesn't cream the back of the field there.
You'll get that on these big jobs, Dave.
Yeah. He was letting her eat, and he ate the ass end of Clay Erickson's truck. 100%.
100%. Big mouth bite.
Yeah, big bites. All right, so we're going to be getting ready to rock and roll here. Put on a little bit of tunes here while we're waiting. With these competition cautions, it definitely gives the drivers a chance to, shake out their hands just a little bit. You know, some of these rigs, these direct drive wheels and the equipment that we're using can definitely get tiring. Even on just a dirt track, going around the jumps and the left and right hand turns together, all that feedback into your wrists, it's actually kind of a workout.
Yeah, I have all my stuff turned all the way up, Dave. It's a workout for me, especially in these Pro 2, Pro 4 trucks going around the track. Like you said, force feedback when you're hitting jumps and everything, it bites you, and you got to fight it. And when you brake and every little move you make, it contours into your steering wheel there, and you got to try to make up the difference.
Yeah, for sure. We are focused right now here on the Pro 2 leader, Anthony James, as he hits the restart zone. We are back to green flag racing here at Crandon Short for the second half of this event. And Brock Smith all over Anthony James right now. Smith trying to win both class and overall. Can he get by Anthony James? I think James is actually going to show him the front door and let him walk right on through. No battle there. He is trying to take home a podium finish tonight. But you can see just how good these Pro 2 drivers are, as he was hanging with Brock Smith through that section like there was a chain tied between their bumpers.
Oh, there's definitely going to be some places where Smith definitely outshines him. But, you know, he's going to return the favor there, Anthony James. He's been a tough competitor here in the Pro 2 for sure.
Absolutely. Can't count out Nick Nowak if he has anything to say with it. He is going to put his name in the ring right now, as he is running second in the Pro 2s, trying to get a podium finish, as well as Timothy Meesemer. But Drake Matag right there behind Meesemer. He is going to be battling for that third position in class. Woo! Matag just creams the wall there, and then gets a little "Hey, how you doing?" from the number 921, Jeff Ives, in the Pro 4. Drake gonna set it right on his nose, but look at how much he caught up there. Ooh, Skiles and Metoxin getting together in the Pro 4s. And now Skiles working Matag on right on out to the cushion. Metoxin going to do the same thing. They're working Drake over.
Yeah, they got to do what they got to do to make their way through the field, Dave. As long as they're not intentionally trying to wreck one another and just racing hard, bumper to bumper, fender to fender, we'll allow it.
It was door to door, so it was about as clean as you can be. Looks like Matag, problems for Matag. Not sure if he got some wheel damage from those incidents there or not, but he just dropped almost all the way to last place. And now he is going to have to come back up. He is sitting in 16th. Back in the dog crap blender that we call the back of the pack. Brock Smith way out front now in the number 46. He is 4.7 seconds ahead of Anthony James. He is in a whole nother county right now. It goes James, then the Pro 4 of Jeff Ives, then back to a Pro 2 of Nick Nowak and Timothy Meesemer battling for position there on track. Corey Skiles right there in the mix. Metoxin. You've got the top 10 trucks within about 3 seconds of each other. And that is pretty crazy. Meesemer working on Nowak right now. They are door to door. What do you see, Brody?
Damian Bowers, Stover, Metoxin, all these guys, like you said, in a close ruffle here. Throw a blanket over them. These guys are putting on one hell of a show, fighting for that position. I don't even know where to begin or where to start.
Well, look at that. Nowak, Metoxin, Meesemer, and Skiles all running right there tight. And then you've got Brandon Stover breaking away from the pack in the back, and he is making his way up through the middle of the field. Metoxin and Meesemer get together. Then Stover and Meesemer get together. Meesemer just lost about 4 positions, but he is holding on to third in class. Brock Smith putting on one hell of a show out here in the lead. Jeff Ives holding down that second position, and then it's Anthony James. James there in the AMX iRacing Pro 2. He is winning out front for the Pro 2 class. Skiles and Metoxin battling side by side by side by side. They keep going back and forth. Nobody wants that fourth position, I don't think, Brody.
No, they are trying to give it away at this point. It looks
Yeah,
like.
they are. They are definitely trying to give it to each other. That is for sure. Nowak just like, I don't want any part of that, guys. Go on and around and handle your biz. Look at the track starting to blue groove up. It is definitely starting to take rubber, which means it is going to start to get faster. Brock Smith setting the fast lap of the race with a 44.08. Yikes. That
we almost
is
have a pretty
smoking
consistent lineup here between Pro 2s and Pro 4s on the scoreboard here, Dave. We got yellow, yellow, blue, yellow, yellow, blue, blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue. This
that
makes
sounds
it very
like
interesting.
one hell of a cheat code, Brody.
Yeah.
And it's definitely putting on one hell of a race. I am so glad that the drivers come out to support the Pro 2s. It is definitely a hard class to race, but they are putting on a showcase right now. These Pro 2s mixing it up with these Pro 4s. The Pro 4s definitely much easier to control and get around the track, and the fact that these Pro 2s are hanging with the Pro 4s is absolutely extraordinary.
I mean, there's a very small amount of drivers out here running 46.0 lap times. Everyone's in the 45s, 44s, keeping it close, contained racing. You couldn't ask for a better track, a better field, a better group of guys, Dave. I'm really proud of our league and what it's becoming, and watching it continue to grow. You can see which ones are shining, and it's a different guy every week, Dave. We try to put the spotlights on everybody we can, give them their seconds of fame, for the wives, the mothers, the brothers, the sisters. It's a good community here, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Absolutely. I think that was very well said. These guys are out here leaving it on the track, trying to put on a show. I know that, all of these guys have a big old smile on their faces. They're running around the track. They might be running in, second to the last place, but they're still getting it done. Harwood, they're in the mix. He's trying to take home a top 10 tonight. He was on the struggle bus earlier, and looks like he might have figured it out. Drew Salgado towards the back of the pack. He's having a little bit of an off night tonight, but he is still in the mix. Even when you're having an off night, everybody is still right there. We have 20 trucks on the track, 19 trucks on the track, and they are all within striking distance of each other. It looks like Greg Johnson getting ready to go a lap down. That might have been it right there. That was it. Brock Smith with the win. Jeff Ives in second. Corey Skiles coming home in the third position for the Pro 4s. Then it's your top three right in line for Pro 2. Look at that. Anthony James, Timothy Meesemer, Nick Nowak. Then we go Damian Bowers in fourth, fifth, Brandon Stover, sixth, Steve Harwood, seventh is Drew Salgado for the Pro 4s. Wow. Nicholas Wellhouse, fourth, fifth was Cody Wienicke, sixth, Eddie Farnes, Sean Winkler in seventh for Pro 2s. Like, they just swapped back and forth. Look at the lineup right now on screen. As you can see, the Pro 4s and the Pro 2s, absolutely insane. We're going to give them just a quick minute here. They're getting all lined up and ready to go. We're going to give them a second to get in to the Discord Victory Circle so we can do some driver interviews. While we're waiting for everybody, you want to pull in Clay or Brady? They're both sitting there kind of having a rough night. Maybe we can check in with them.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll bring in Brady.
Go ahead, Brody.
Braden Ward, looks like you haven't had too much luck tonight. Go ahead and tell us about how your season's been and what tonight brought you.
It's been a really good season so far, to be honest. Tonight just couldn't really get a setup under the car that was too good. just kept making really small mistakes. I think in the LCQ I might have pushed it a little too hard on the first lap and ended up getting jumped. So it is what it is. We'll be back next week.
That's what we have a throwout for, right?
Yep.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Braden. You know, going into the next race, what do you have in mind here?
We're going to throw the whole book at it.
The kitchen sink, it all. Well, I like to hear it. I'm glad you're not giving up. Just one bad night of racing, but it's still better than a good day at work.
Exactly.
There you go.
Well, thanks for taking the time to come and interview with us, Braden. Better luck next race. I'm going to go ahead and talk to Clay Erickson. Clay, looks like Team Erickson Enterprises hasn't had a really good night tonight. You want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I just, flipped going into turn one. I think I was leading, so that sucked. Blew the motor, then got a new backup out for the race, and then after that yellow, I got landed on top of and totaled the backup truck. So, gonna be a long week this week.
Yeah, go ahead and get that truck ready for the next race. Even Braden said, pulling out stronger for next week. Gonna go ahead and throw the kitchen sink at it. Hopefully you'll do the same and pull out for a better P1, P2, P3 maybe.
Yeah, hopefully.
Awesome. Thanks for taking your time interviewing with us, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, so coming home in third place here we're going to do Pro 2s, all the Pro 2s first. Nick Nowak coming home in third place tonight. What was that one like out there?
We were just talking in the waiting room there with Timothy, and man, that was a great race I had with Timothy there. I mean, I was watching the mirror, and I probably messed up a little bit like I did last week, but it's a lot of fun up there. I knew I didn't have a whole lot for Anthony. He's been practicing a lot with this track and this truck. So I'm happy to run second with it behind him because he's a teammate anyways. But yeah, I ended up watching my mirror a little too much with Timothy, and I succumbed to it on the last lap. But you know what? I'm okay with it. Timmy's a good driver, and it was a fun race to battle with him.
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy watching, the Pro 2s battling with Pro 2s and then the Pro 4s in the mix trying to get up through. I don't know if you actually saw the standings or not, but first place through third place overall were Pro 4s. Then it was first through third in Pro 2s were fourth, fifth, and sixth place overall.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So I would say we got the mix pretty good tonight. And, tell us a little bit about, seeing like you guys are coming really strong with your team. We've got a lot of new Pro 2 drivers new to the league anyway. What's that like seeing the class growing and growing and growing here in the league itself?
It's awesome. Pro 2 and iRacing, there's a lot of guys tried for a little bit, and it's a tougher truck to drive than the Pro 4s for sure. A lot of throttle control and just being patient with it. I see a lot of guys try and get frustrated. I know us over at AMX, we really push the Pro 2s and Pro 2 lights just because they're challenging, a little bit different, and a lot more fun. So it's awesome to see guys get in and actually push it and try it. And it's amazing if they do more than 5 or 10 laps, they start doing 20, 30 laps to realize, wow, it's a lot of fun because it is so challenging versus the Pro 4s. Pro 4s, you mess up a little bit, you can downshift and drive away from it. The Pro 2s, you really got to be gentle on the throttle, and it's a ton of fun.
Well, I tell you what, you guys are putting on one hell of a show out here, and it seems to be getting better and better each week. And watching you guys, battling each other, battling through all the, carnage and chaos on the track, and keeping it clean and fighting tooth and nail. It's absolutely awesome to watch, and it's really easy for Brody and I to call because there's always some action. So
yeah, tonight's race was a lot of fun. Good, clean racing from where I saw and what I raced with. It's fun with the Pro 4s coming through the pack because I know they got hung up behind me for a while, but it's hard to move over and give them the line when I'm still got a Pro 2 behind me that I'm trying to outrun. So it's finding that balance of where to go and stuff like that. And these smaller tracks are even tougher to do it in versus Crandon, Full, or Park River.
Yeah, I mean, if this was a dirt oval, we would call this a bull ring compared to all the
Oh.
other tracks for sure.
100%. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, hey, who helps make this all possible for you and get you out here each and every week?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you guys for broadcasting. We appreciate it, and love what you guys do with the broadcast. It's always fun to watch. I know here in a little bit we'll pull the broadcast back up and watch it again tonight. So we always look forward to that. Also want to thank everybody over at AMX iRacing, Just a Trim Lawn Service, BGM Racing, R&M Automotive, RTL Media Productions, AMS Motorsports, and I always got to thank my real life sponsor for my real life racing, K&R Auto Body out of Lewistown, Montana.
Well, there you go, man. Like I said, it is awesome watching you guys battle each and every week out here and leaving it all on the track. So congratulations tonight on the 3rd place, and maybe a spot or two better next time, huh?
You know what? I got to work off holding Timothy off because this is 2 weeks in a row. He got me for the last spot within a lap or two. So I'm going to hold him off next week.
Oh, I hear drama. I hear drama coming next week.
It's all friendly. All friendly
Absolutely.
stuff.
It can be friendly and still have a missing fender out on the track.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because his truck is not looking super straight right now. I can tell you that.
No. We raced with him enough, and I'll get him back eventually.
There you go. That's Nick Nowak coming home in the 3rd position here tonight in the Pro 2 class. Next up, Timothy Meesimer.
Heck yeah, Dave. Good job.
How was that?
That was a battle.
It was crazy to watch and crazy to call. That's for sure. You know, watching the Pro 4s working their way up. I think we got the split a little bit better tonight where, you know, the trucks were mixed. Like I was telling Nowak, 1st through 3rd were 4-wheel drive, but 4th through 6th were 2-wheel drive. So, you know, they kind of came home in clumps tonight, and you happened to come home in 2nd. So that's pretty crazy, right? Good battle.
Oh, it was.
So Nowak said that he, you know, he was talking about, well, it's all friendly and stuff, but, you know, when you're racing teammates out there, how much can you really give them as far as room goes with as tight-knit as this racing gets? And when you're almost like pack racing in a NASCAR, you know, yeah, there's teammates and stuff and friends, but where does that stop when the green flag drops?
Well, to be honest, the friend and the teammate part really never goes away. Like, you'll race teammates clean regardless of the situation. Like, my 2 teammates, Corey and Nathan, were running Pro 4s, and it got a little hectic. You know, me and Nathan got into it for a second, but comparatively, when you're racing friends, like me and Nick is an amazing guy. He co-runs AMX. He's just an all-around amazing person, really fun to race with. So when I seen that me and Nick were going to be racing close together and have to battle some, I knew that he was going to give me room as long as I gave him room, and that's just the way it is racing friends. It's less about being friends and teammates and more about giving respect in the moment of where you're racing.
Yeah, I think that was definitely well said for sure, man. Like, it's just awesome to watch you guys all come out here and battle, and the racing has been super close, super tight, and I hope you guys are finding as much enjoyment out of it as we are up here in the booth. What do you got for him, Brody? Or not? Brody having some technical
Brody's
difficulties.
checked out for the night.
No, he ain't checked out for the night. He better not be. He's getting paid big bucks to be here. He better not be taking a break. No, but so, you know, as I said to Nowak also, this is like a bull ring, but what does that do for like gearing and whatnot when it comes to setup for you guys?
Well, honestly, gearing for the Pro 2s matter way more than the Pro 4. Like, Pro 4, you know, you got a column of, you know, gears that a lot of the pro guys run, and you got your oddball gears that are extremely fast on certain track states. Like I was helping, you know, your son earlier, you know, with gears and getting him sorted and situated, and there's really a certain gear stat to run in the Pro 4s, but when it comes to Pro 2s, less about it's more about the momentum and speed you carry. So gears matter a lot. Like my truck was more geared for when it got real black slick, and Nick and Anthony were flying. Anthony was just flying in general. That boy is he's quick. He's just quick no matter how you call the numbers, he can call his shot before he gets in the race, but gearing, I think, really hurt Nick near the end because me and Nick were battling at the beginning of the race, and I had nothing for him. And then as the race got more to the end, especially through barn corner where you had to be up on the cushion around the bottom, he was set up for the middle gear-wise, and I was able to catch that real big run off of him, second to last lap to get by him, and then was able to, kind of wedge my truck in there and be able to get the same run on the last lap. If he would have been geared just a little differently, I honestly don't think I'd been able to make the move without being a little bit dirty, and it falls back on respect when it comes to racing close.
Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely awesome watching you guys out there battling lap after lap after lap. Who would you like to thank, and who helps make this possible for you?
Well, a lot of people make it, vote possible. You're my one and only rap man. You support me and get me out here in these beautiful trucks that, the saying, being able to look good and feel good is definitely true when it comes to these trucks. Having a truck where it's shiny so the competition can't really see me, but I can see perfectly made it a lot easier. Premier Racing setups, they help a lot. Jesse and them, they're not on all the time, but when they are on, you can learn a lot from them in a very short amount of time. There's a lot of guys on here, the AMX crew, they throw up practice sessions and they're always willing to help you get a little bit faster, learn something else, learn something different, learn where you could be going a half a car higher or half a car lower. And you again for broadcasting the league, and Cody for spending his hard-earned money and, spending his hard-earned time just to be able to be here and not only race and participate, but also have the time, especially with his growing family, to take the time out of his long day to be able to put on this race and admin the race and do a lot behind the scenes. This community is only going to grow from here, both with Top Box and with the dirt road community in general. And it's not possible without everybody that's helping each other, regardless of team status or whatever. It's just everybody in the dirt road community has helped me at one point or time, and I'm grateful for everybody, to be honest.
I'm waiting for the mic drop here.
that
was
ain't getting dropped.
That was well said right there. Lots of thanks, and it's awesome, like I said, watching you come out here and support us, and we definitely appreciate you. Make sure you grab your updated wrap for next week so that we can actually see the truck finished. That would be great.
Oh, I messed up. I loaded in before I could put it on, but during the replay session, it should be on this darn truck. I just had to take it back over towards the pit area and strip it down and put the new wrap on it.
Well, there you go. Timothy Meesimer coming home in second tonight. Maybe go for the win next week, yeah? Edmondson will be back.
Me and Josh. As long as Anthony somehow either doesn't show up or has an issue, it's going to be the Josh Anthony show all night next week. I can guarantee you that.
That's awesome. Well, you have a good night, brother, and we will catch you later.
Have a good night, y'all, and thank y'all for being here.
Timothy Meesimer coming home in the second position. With the win in the Pro 2 class, Josh Edmondson called it last week. He should have put it in Vegas. Made it official because Anthony Janes, the man, the myth, the legend, getting it done, huh?
Yeah, I thought I was going to get that commentator's curse, from that way too early pick. But hey, you know what? Thank God I didn't get cleaned out by a Pro 4. We're good.
Yeah, it looked like you gave Brock extra room when he was passing you there for the lead overall there. It looked like you got way out of the way and just said, go for it.
I was like, you know what? We got plenty of room. First. You go have fun, bud.
There you go. Man, tell us about that one. It was pretty crazy out there, huh?
Well, Honestly, it was pretty boring. Not to say anything against those guys. It sounded like it was pretty hectic back there from the people that I was in Discord with. They're having it fun and whatnot. Nick was giving me some heads up. Hey, just so you know, Brock's coming. Here comes Jeff and Corey. Here they are. They're on their way. And so I kind of had a heads up before we got there. So I was a little bit prepared. And I just tried to run my line and just kept her clean.
Well, I tell you what, man, you definitely made it interesting, out there in the heat race with the win, and then to come home with the win here for class and finishing in the 4th position overall. You kept saying you have nothing but bad luck, but I think you got rid of some of that and shook some of it off because you made it happen tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah, I thought well, maybe I got rid of it all last week at Bark River when I rolled it twice and somehow kept going. But you know what? We're gonna go with it. It was a lot of fun.
Hey, take it.
I set my goal was to be leading at halfway, and I completed it, and I was happy with that.
Well, I tell you what, man, it was awesome, and you definitely were out a ways from Misamer, so you definitely took the win, 100%, and nobody could take it away from you. So I was glad to see that for sure. Who helped get you out here for this week and get you with the win tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my parents for letting me do this. Jump on here every night and to have some fun with the leagues and whatnot. Thank AMS Motorsports, RTL Media Productions, R&M Automotive, Buchanan Paints, Just Trim Launch Service. I'm trying to look at my truck and all the ones I can see. The AMX High Racing, and you guys for putting us on and broadcast.
Well, we're definitely glad, that AMX is coming out and bringing all of these trucks. I know that you had your hand in bringing a few more over to the league to run Pro2s this week, and we were super glad to see it. So, we appreciate everything that you help us out with as well.
Yeah, they were a little scared that they were going to make the feature, but thankfully they made it. And they had a little bit of hiccups, but they had fun.
There you go, man. That's what it's all about. Anthony Janes with the win. We will see you next week, brother.
Sounds good. See you.
Congratulations with the win there in the Pro 2 class. Now we are going to Pro 4. And Brody, do you want to do this one? Corey Skiles. Corey Skiles coming home in the 3rd position. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was. It was an intense race all the way through.
It definitely looked like you had one hell of a battle going with Metoxin there for the longest time, lap after lap. And then, you were able to break free a little bit and come home on the podium, which is fantastic because you've had a little bit of rough luck here and there.
Yeah, I've had issues keeping it on all fours last couple of weeks. I've had a tendency of rolling over. Did it to myself, taking myself out of contention for a podium. But yeah, that was a blast. Nick and Tim were up there putting a battle in front of us, and then me and Nate were battling. It was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, at any point you could look at any part of the track, and every truck was in a battle with someone. Even, Greg Johnson, he had a rough night tonight, coming home in like 19th position, but he was battling with Brock Smith, not to go a lap down. Like, there was truck racing. There was no just truck out front by themselves. Every truck had somebody battling with them. And it was absolutely awesome to see. And, it was great, man. What was it like to run out there? 20 laps, a little bit longer than what most races are here.
Yeah, I'm glad it's over. It was fun. There was every time you turn your head, there was something different going on. If there wasn't a wreck in front of you, you were 3 wide, and that does not happen at Crandon. Shouldn't happen at Crandon, but we did make it happen at Crandon.
Yeah.
So I had to put a hell of a show on.
Oh, I tell you what, when you go back to watch the broadcast, you'll see one hell of a show. And coming home on the podium tonight, and that's awesome to see because, you know, like you said, you'd had some rough luck, and you always had the speed. And to put it all together tonight and make it happen and get it up on the podium, congratulations, brother. You know, I mean, it's this is no slouch. The racing's pretty intense, right? Wouldn't you say?
That it is. It's been a lot of fun this little short season we got going on. It's been fun.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I try to check in with the drivers, and you know, we try to bring something to the table that maybe not everybody's done before, and I think that this mixed up class here, this mixed up class racing brings for a nice show. So glad to hear that you're enjoying it as well. Who would you like to thank, man?
Premier Setups. We work on these setups pretty much all week. Also, my team just got put on with Off-Road Outlaws with Tim and Nathan. So that was entertaining. We had 3 teammates battling there, one in the Pro 2, and me and Nathan were in Pro 4s. That's really all off the top of my head, but that's enough. That's what makes this happen.
Well, that's what it's all about, you know, and recognizing the people that support you, and you know, it's fantastic. Like I said, congratulations on getting on the podium. I know that you're out here working your ass off each week. We see it up here in the broadcast booth. You were always a fast truck. You put it all together tonight, got on the podium, and you only got to pick up a couple more spots, and we're going to be announcing you as the winner, right?
Yeah. Hopefully next week, 2 more spots up. That's what I'm looking for.
There you go, man. There you go. Well, like I said, congratulations, brother. We will see you next week. And, another interview, right?
Yes, sir. And thank y'all for putting the show on. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. That's Corey Skiles coming home in the 3rd position in the Pro 4s. 2nd place for Pro 4 in the number 921. It is Jeff Ives.
How's it going, man?
It was a great night of racing. I loved every minute of it. How's it going for you?
It's good. It was a fun night.
I mean, this is this your first week with us?
It's my first week, and it's my first time ever being on the podium, so I'm new to this.
Well, hey, one hell of a way to do it in your opening week. We've definitely had some good luck. You know, we've had quite a few new drivers that have been joining the league. We had Clay Erickson. He's a rookie. He came home in 3rd place last week. You know, and now tonight you're coming home in 2nd. Smith Graphics. So I'm sure that you probably know Brock in some sort of fashion. And
I do.
Getting it done, huh?
Yeah, we've been spending a little bit more time with dirt through the AMX league, and those guys have been really great to us and kind of been opening our eyes to new leagues and whatnot. So it's been a fun few months here, getting to learn everybody and try not to get a bad name for yourself for wrecking and people and whatnot. So it's been quite a ride.
I think it's pretty fantastic to see you first time on the podium on your inaugural week out. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. What did you think of the racing since it was your first night? What's your first impression of the competition level?
Oh man, these guys are really impressive in those Pro 2s. Those guys can drive. And when we were coming up on them, we just had this rat's nest of Pro 2s, and they're just running hard and running good, being respectable, and it's just like, man, this is cool. This is what you want to watch on TV, type of stuff. So very impressed with the league. They're doing a heck of a job. So yeah, I'm excited for next week.
Well, that's awesome, man, for sure. And it's always nice to hear what a new racer to the league thinks of the competition, and to see you actually work your way through it and up to the top, man. That's pretty impressive as well. So congratulations on that. And who makes all this happen for you? Who helps get you out here each week?
The 906 Dirt Guys. That's the area code we live in up in Upper Michigan. We have a little group we run with, and then we started connecting with the AMX guys, and they just kind of keep us going. And we're all buddies and race well with each other, and basically just have to thank them.
Well, that's awesome. So are you like up UP?
I am.
Up
I'm a Uper.
You're a Uper. Oh boy.
Absolutely. I don't know if you can tell by my accent. But...
Yeah, I picked it up at the very end there. Damn near Canada, eh?
I'm about 2 hours away. Yep.
For sure, man. Well, we're super glad that you were able to join us tonight, and will we be seeing more of you in the future?
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. That's what we want
And
to hear.
I want to thank you guys for doing this too. I know I got a family and they'd absolutely love watching this stuff afterwards. And tomorrow my son's going to be pretty jacked to watch these races. So I appreciate everything you guys do.
Absolutely, man. That's what it's all about. You got to get the family involved a little bit, or they'll start saying that you're playing a video game.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I got way too much money to call it a video game.
That's it, brother, for sure. Well, congratulations on second place tonight. We'll be looking forward to seeing you again next week, and hopefully more of the same.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, that is Jeff Ives coming home in second place in the Pro 4 with the win. Brock Smith.
What's up, guys?
Overall and Pro 4 winner, Brock Smith. That's got a good ring to it, right?
Oh man, it was so much fun. Like, I'll say it right out. Like, me and Jeff Ives that got second, like, we had so much fun. Like, my truck was just on rails tonight. Like, I could put it wherever I wanted, and it was a blast.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely raced together in the past, and to see you tonight, man, you were firing on times to make something happen, and you got it done tonight, huh?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, especially coming in that like big host of other guys in Pro 2 in front of me. I'm like, and Jeff and me are in on our own channel, and he's like, "Oh my God, you have a cluster up front," and I'm like, "I know." Like, I don't want to touch nobody. Like, I want to get around them, but I don't know. Just calmed down and started picking them off, and it was a blast. I mean, it was so much fun.
Well, you can definitely hear it in your voice, that you had an absolute riot out there, and we're glad to see it. Like, that's what we're trying to bring here with the league is do some things that are, more fun and a little bit more laid back, where everybody can kind of come out, hang out with their friends, their teammates, and get it done clean and respectably. And man, it was there's never a dull moment in the broadcast, that's for sure. You'll see when you go back to watch it and actually pay attention to what's going on, because we had it on you quite a bit tonight. You're one to watch. So
well, thank you very much, and I appreciate Top Box Racing. Like, it was so cool. I just joined it not even a race and a half ago before, and I mean, everybody, it just seems like we all get along. Like, we're sitting in this chat right now talking about the race, and so many good in the camaraderie around with all these guys that I got to meet through iRacing, and it's so much fun. Like, I'm excited to always run it, and this is actually my first iRacing like short course series win, so it was pretty sick.
Well, I mean, there wasn't a lack of competition out there for you. You definitely had to work for it, and you earned it, brother, for sure.
I appreciate it, dude. All that you do, man. It's so awesome.
For sure. Well, who would you like to thank, man? Who helps get you out here?
Oh man, I thank Smith Graphics, my brother. His his vinyl graphics. My best buddy Jeff Ives, he's going through a lot of stuff right now, and he works on my setups, and he tells me just to drive it and tell me what it's doing, like what do we need to do, like how does it feel. And man, this truck tonight was just over the top. And I mean, James Burke, Austin Bolson, my brother Brent, I mean, freaking all those guys, like Plumley. I mean, I got to meet a lot of people, you know, Anthony James, Metoxen, I mean, Timothy, all those guys that I got to reach out to. I mean, they're not going to give you what they got, don't get me wrong, but just being best friends through the internet is just crazy. So, I mean, everybody that's helped me out, Repair, my cousin, he's a doctor out in West, and he's helped me out just being a backing of the sport because he loves it. And it's awesome. Yokohama Tires, my brother runs Pro Light for them. So, all in all, it was a good night for sure.
Well, that's fantastic, brother. And, you know, I think you hit it on the head. They might not give you what they got, but they're going to give you something.
Well,
and
right,
they're going to
correct.
give you what they think can help make you faster. I don't think anybody's afraid of the competition. It only makes everybody better. So,
Yep.
you know,
And it's so clean in this league. That's what I love. Same with AMX. I run with Anthony James and those guys. Nick Nowak. I mean, good guys. So it's like I moved over to this series to run, and it's the same. It's so fun.
Well, we definitely appreciate the kind words, man. We'll be looking for you again next week, huh?
All right. Thank you, buddy. And you guys have a good night. Thanks for all you guys do.
Absolutely. That is Brock Smith, your winner overall, as well as the Pro 4 class tonight. Congratulations. Woo! Cody.
Wow, Brock Smith started from the bottom. Now he's here.
Yeah, man. There was some surprises tonight. And what did you think of the racing?
Well, it sucks that our points leader didn't make the main, but it's always good to see new faces up on the track, up on the podium.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely happens, and it's all about what you do with it from now, because there is a drop week. So this score can be thrown out for Brady, and that'll be good. I think he's leading the overall points too, isn't he?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I tell you what, though, man, I'm sure you were in here and you heard everybody talking. Everybody's having a good time. The racing's clean and it's super competitive. I think you hit the nail on the head running the Pro 4s with the Pro 2s. And, yeah, man, take us out. What do you think?
Oh, I was definitely on my toes the whole time. These Pro 2s are no joke. The Pro 4s can just keep their line, not worry about nothing. Where Pro 2s, you're scared if you're going to hit this jump sideways and crash yourself.
Absolutely, and you could take somebody else out with you as well. So that definitely could be a handful. But, going into next week, where are we next week?
I believe we're going to Wild West.
Wild West. That will be one for the ages as well, I think. And, man, if the racing is anything like it was tonight, it's definitely going to be good, and it'll be fantastic. So I'm looking forward to it. What are your closing thoughts, man?
Dude, we are getting bigger and better. More and more people are showing up. We got to get these races dialed in.
Absolutely. I think the split tonight was pretty good, though, for sure, and it made for some great racing.
Oh, yeah. I think the 10-second head start was pretty perfect on how the Pro 4s caught up to him. Not too much carnage tonight, but also I was racing myself, so I didn't really get to pay attention yet.
Yeah, no, it definitely I think it says something when first through third in the race overall are the Pro 4s, which is where you would expect Pro 4s to be. but then 4th, 5th, and 6th were all Pro 2s. And then it was just a salt and pepper all the way down of Pro 4s and Pro 2s. So I would say that everything kind of hit right where it was supposed to. And yeah, man, I think we've got it dialed in pretty good. So we appreciate everybody tuning in and checking us out. And, like and share, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow and trying to make this something. So we appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we will see you next week.